Today's episode of the More You Know podcast is brought to you by CrowdQuestion, a brand new social communication platform focused on connecting crowds to bring everyone closer to their community, as well as enhancing any occasion. Rather than being a social media platform focused on content and advertising, they're focused on communication and connection. Learn more about the platform and download the app free at crowdquestion.com.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More
You
Know
podcast.
Today I want to go through 9 ways people often misread an event, which causes them to be more stressed than they should be, discussed in the book In Pursuit of Happiness by Frank Minirth. There's 2 ways that people can go about stressors in their life. They can either read the stressors accurately, or misinterpreting it, causing unneeded stress. With this being said, there's 9 ways that people commonly misread an event, and there's an assessment that Frank created that you can use to evaluate if you misread any of these events as well. The assessment allows you to evaluate how much you allow any of the following to affect your response to an event. I'm about to go through the 9 now, and as I go through them, you should score how much they affect you between a 1 and 10, with a 1 meaning a little, and 10 meaning a lot. So the first is magnification, which is overstating the danger of an event. The second is generalization, which is reading more than is warranted into the implications for the future. Next, the third is personalization, which means overpersonalizing events that have more to do with the misbehavior of others. After that, the fourth is perfection, meaning demanding perfection from yourself, or not forgiving your personal faults. Then the fifth is selective attention to the negative, meaning focusing too much on the negatives and missing many positives. Next is arbitrary reference, meaning to assume a personal negative reference to oneself, when it does not exist in reality. The seventh is polarization, which is seeing events as black or white, and not seeing possible advantages as well as dangers for an event. After that, the eighth is I can't live without him or her, meaning to be overly dependent on someone. And finally, the ninth is feeling I can't be forgiven, which is self-explanatory and just missing the concept of forgiveness. It's easy for people to misinterpret events and then create unneeded stressors. By doing so, it can create negative effects in your life. But by being aware of these 9 common ways that people misread events, you can avoid these unnecessary stressors, and you can do so by evaluating yourself through this assessment. This will allow you to live with more positivity, as well as make it easier to make a tremendous impact in this world and craft a life of significance. I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it. Check out other episodes. Leave a review. Follow the podcast on social media at More You Know Pod, and sign up for CrowdQuestion to ask me questions about the episode. Again, thank you for listening as we propel through podcasting with the More You Know.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More
You
Know
podcast.